What did Kanye do? I see Kanye on the board. What did he do, Ice?
I got a little clip. He went on the gram and let off some frustration.
Okay.
Come on, let's hear it.
Let me explain really clear to you guys what's happening with Adidas. It's not only are they putting out fake colorways that are non-approved, they're suing me for $250 million, and they're also not paying me for these shoes that they're putting out that have my name on it. And they're using contract clauses and 50 years of business experience to rape an artist, one of y'all favorite artists, right in front of y'all in broad daylight.
50 years of business experience. Pay attention to that.
I'm not up on this. Wasn't he just taking a picture with the CEO of Adidas like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
From the standpoint of somebody looking from the outside in, it's really confusing to try to keep up with
Kanye West.
Yes, and who he's got beef with and who he's cool with again. You know what I mean? I feel like we should be taking, out the group chat.
What I don't like about Kanye is like you pick and choose when you what you're standing on. Mm-hmm. You kind of pick and choose. I'm just not a fan.
If they're robbing him with 50 years worth of business experience and they're using loopholes, why shouldn't he speak up? You should speak up.
I could tell you.
Tell me.
He Kanye West. He stands on, I'm the Don Dada, I'm the smartest, I'm 6 billion up, I'm all of those things. So in business, your attorneys, Kanye don't got bum attorneys, my nigga.
No.
Like, let's be clear, he don't have bum ass attorneys. Mm-hmm. So your attorney that you have and the attorneys that Adidas have had to come down and sit down together to reach something. Mm-hmm. Cool. So if they better at the game than you, then that's part of that's your growth. I don't like when he weaponizes his fan base and says, yo, they doing this to y'all favorite artists, y'all this, y'all that. You the same motherfucker that when people were arguing about, let me take it back. He is the same nigga that said slavery was a choice.
Okay.
Nigga, that deal you signed was a fucking choice. So you can't now pick and choose when you want to play victim role versus when you want to play man on top role.
But that's the society.
Right now you bitching like a victim. They doing XYZ to me. They not doing nothing to you that you didn't sign and allow them to do.
But he's also out the deal and they're still using his, you heard what he said?
I did hear what he said.
His designs and stuff like that to
Because guess
sneakers.
What? They can.
All right, let me ask you a question.
If they can't, then you sue them back.
And what if you're in a position and you want to see change? Mm-hmm. In order to see change, you sometimes you may have to play the victim role. I'm sorry. Sometimes you may have to weaponize your fan base in order to see change. You may have to show this company that I'm not going to be like anybody else that you have took advantage of and robbed before. That I'm going to use my fan base. I'm going to hit your pockets, hit you where it hurts, and I'm going to show you my power.
Let me ask you one question. Is it taking advantage of you when it's working and we all are happy?
Or when you shot at somebody else that was playing a victim role. You get what I'm saying? Kanye West has been on record stating we not victims. We this, we that. Like, y'all got the power. Like, stop playing the victim role. Cool. And I'm with that. Y'all know already. I'm with that. I stand with that. But you can't then pick and choose when you want to go, woe is me. When somebody bigger than you is now doing some fuck shit, the same people that's living in society today that's being abused or necessarily downtrodden, he'll tell them you're not a victim.
And also, a lot of people use their public platform and, their fan bases to publicly ridicule a company into action. Mm-hmm. But when you do that over and over and over, it kind of takes the wind out of the sails. Yeah, exactly. People are like,
cry wolf.
Very much so. And people mentally check out. They're like, okay, you go ahead, dog.
And again, bro, once you rub people the wrong way with certain comments, they ain't necessarily rushing to stand up behind you.
That's a fact.
It's like, yo, my nigga, oh, well, that's what happened to, hey, they robbing you. We remember the shit you said. Sorry.
You said slavery was a choice.
So now they got you as in a slave deal. Choice.
It was your choice. Mr. 6 billion.
The sympathy ain't
it was
there
your
for certain
choice.
people.
Like, yo, niggas ain't beat for you.
I think that is unique. Your perspectives are unique. I do feel like we are in a society where we can pick and choose when to become victims. A lot of us do it. We all do it.
Cool.
You know what I mean? I stand on hills by myself, and just sometimes I want to be a victim because things may be unfair. And because you have this bad stain on you doesn't mean that you're not being taken advantage of.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
And people tend to do that. People tend to say, well, you did this, so it's okay that you're going through this. We have to stop mixing
No.
A lot of people do that.
I think that's where you're mixing it up.
A lot of people do that. Hold on, am I wrong? Do people not do that?
No,
But
I don't
that's
think
not
that's
that's
what
not
it
the
is.
case here.
It's just
But do
we
people
don't
not do that?
care. It's not necessarily that what you're going through is good for you or something, but the sympathy that you're looking for
not
don't
there.
exist.
Okay.
And when you get on a public platform and say the worst atrocity known to humankind, which was the slavery trade, was a choice, then nigga, fuck you.
True, I got it.
You can't be a victim in this, my nigga. So that's where the compassion and the empathy that you're talking about come from. Nobody's gonna feel empathetic when you was the nigga that didn't feel empathetic about fucking slavery.
And let me ask you a question, because I wanted to ask this earlier when Mel was talking, because she knew Kanye, right? But the old Kanye, you were cool with him, right? At one point. I wanted to ask y'all a question because this, not saying Mel,
Yo,
this bothers
hold
me.
up.
Hold on. Let me just finish
You
my
was
thought.
in a workout plan video?
No.
She was in another one. Touch the Sky, right?
Nope.
Which one? All falls down. No, that's Stacey Dash. I'm sorry, she had a lot of eyes.
Yo, nigga, just
My fault.
I don't think I did a Kanye video.
But
I was supposed to do workout plan,
I bet.
but nah.
I have
And I ended up doing Entourage instead. You motherfucking asked.
yeah.
That's
hate.
No violin. That shit was fucking awesome. And it's because of him.
I have a question though. I wanted to ask y'all, listening to Mel and how she speaks about Kanye, not in a negative way, but I want to ask y'all that what happens to friendships, right? Associateships, or people that you were cool with, even if they say something crazy, and we touched on this, and we don't have to stay on this topic, even though they talk crazy, why can't we still just stand with our peoples?
You could.
I could stand with you and just not fuck with what you said, though.
But a lot.
I don't have to blanketly stand behind everything you do, especially if it's something that I disagree with.
Yeah.
But why must we disagree with it publicly? Right? Like,
Well, because associates get asked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
My association with you is gonna lead to people asking me what I think about you.
If I
Off you
said
some fuck shit.
If I said some real left shit, and you was on any big major platform,
Yeah.
they said, "Yo, Ish is your co-host." You know what I'm saying? He came out publicly and said XYZ. There was some outlandish shit. I think you'll be like, "Yo, that's my man. I ain't really want to talk about that."
That's what I'll say, yes.
I do it all the time. I do it for strangers, but
That's my man. I don't want to talk about it. He's probably going through something. I'll speak to him.
they gonna
behind the
say
scenes.
Flip says Ish is going through something. The headline gonna read that. Flip says
But
Ish is going through something.
I'd rather that than castrate you online. And I feel like a lot of people take that stance, and it leads to a person acting like that. I feel like when you publicly, that's how I feel. You publicly turn your back on somebody. Like, yo, yeah, he said that. We know a lot of people that stand with their folks, even no matter how crazy shit. Even when they say the crazy shit, they stand with their folks.
That's not true. It depends.
It depends on you.
And it
If
depends
that's
on
some
what
shit-
you're saying.
If you, all right, let's use Ish.
The nation.
Ish is a, let's say Ish is one of them like pro black, just black.
Let's
type
talk
of
about
dudes,
it.
right? And then you go say some wild anti-black shit that directly is opposite everything he believes in. And he's asked about it. I can't front like I stand with that.
I get what you're saying. You
I just
say-
can't
you
do
can
it.
say I don't stand with that, but you don't have to put down our friendship and our bond.
And I think-
I think, real quick,
Now,
I'm sorry.
well,
I think it's because I'm speaking from a different perspective, and I think that it goes back to the cameras and the internet, right? I think that I'm speaking from a perspective of it's a character. So if I say something outlandish, I'm just, it doesn't affect how we are. It's a thin line. It doesn't affect
But
how we
it
are in real
depends
life.
on what
But it
you-
could,
I'm just-
though.
It
But it
can, but
could.
I'm just saying
It
this is
depends on
how.
what you say.
This is why I'm probably ignorant to how people feel when it comes to these situations. I'm probably ignorant to that because I can say something crazy, but I'm probably doing it for the camera at that
But
moment.
check this out. Let's say you say something crazy, right?
Yeah.
And a company was getting ready to work with Ish.
I got you. Okay.
And
Clean that
now they want to know what you thought about what you said.
Now, if I'm getting PC,
If he say the
I'll
wrong
obviously say
shit,
it.
you just cost him a bag, and he
true.
had nothing to do with it.
True.
That's
But
true.
if he give me piece of that, pause, he can say whatever he want. yo, I
But you
got
get what I'm
this.
saying, though,
Yeah,
right?
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Actions can
I think I'm speaking
fall
from.
back on
I think
people.
I'm speaking from a COE lens.
are,
then.
yeah, of course.
Because it bothers me a lot. Like even Mel's my sister, but Mel before, Mel talked about Kanye, how cool he was and stuff like that. And she said that because of him, she was able to do the Entourage or whatever that was.
The TV show, yeah.
Yes. And then when Mel was speaking about him, I even asked Mel like off camera, like, man, why you
I don't say anything
not
disparaging
bad
about him.
You don't say disparaging things, but you
But you say
all-
you don't speak up for him.
You ridicule him, and you feel
I don't ridicule him. It's exactly what Ice is
Yeah,
saying.
sorry.
The fact of the matter is a lot of the things that he has said, especially of late,
Gotcha.
does not align with my thinking and my values, and
Gotcha.
I think it's been wildly fucking irresponsible, and I think it's a little cloudy,
Dog,
And you know what?
and I don't really have a lot of respect for that.
You know what else happens?
You don't respect clout chasing.
No,
Look, Flip. You know what else happens? The second, like, for example, use Kanye. Every time Pusha T sat down somewhere, that was the first question they asked him because he didn't say nothing. Which, in me not saying something, is saying I'm still rocking with my mans. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So every
silence
time,
is complicity type
right.
thing.
So every camera that was in front of him, yo, what you think about what Kanye said? Yeah, but what Kanye said. So at some point, it's like, all right, I got to say something. Even if, because now people look at, okay, if you don't say I disagree with it, you basically saying you agree.
Neutral button.